move.
Buck, there's one problem with you in chess.
I win?
You rush.
Hey, Perry, check your watch. Speaking of problems.
Sorry, I was taking it easy till we heard from the precinct. That raid should be over by now.
Yeah, Finelli was supposed to show by now.
I'll check the precinct first.
Right.
Oh, that must be them now. Hello. Yeah, well, better late than never. How'd it go? Oh, yeah. Nick Bush, alias Rame, huh? You sure? Yeah, big trouble. They missed him. They collared 5 guys and left Vartova's man behind. And you can be damn sure he'll go back to that house.
Okay. How do we get to Novak?
There's nothing we can do. It has to be Finelli.
I'll check outside. Maybe he's on his way in.
If he is, you tell him to get to Vartova's before Novak's a dead man.
Right.
I have to pick up some of my gear. Hey, Bob.
Hi, Jack. How you doing?
Well, it's not that I missed the job. I'm just cleaning out my desk. Something wrong?
Yeah, I just quit.
Bobby!
Good for you.
All right, Dee, let's not have a scene now. Let's not have a scene. We're
I don't
bad
care
for business.
about a scene. I just want you to stay.
I told you I'll stay till closing time,
I
okay?
mean, with the job, with me. It's your Crystal Palace, too.
Now, you listen to me. It's Joe Novak's Crystal Palace or Alexei Vartova. I don't know how many other people. They ain't mine, kiddo. I'm through.
No, I won't let you go.
Brooke. I'm sleeping with your brother.
Brooke Davis, most popular.
You could have any guy that you want.
Likes cheerleading, slumber parties, and making new friends.
Tell me you didn't have sex in my bed.
We were horny, okay?
Pretty sexy, pretty messed up.
You have no idea.
Watch her on One Tree Hill today at 5 on SoapNet.
What's new in Genoa City? Here's what you need to know.
Wait, how can I reach you, Jenna?
Are you insane? Why would you want to be with that psycho killer?
To make her pay.
You were on the tape, Jack, saying that you owned Jabot.
I am almost positive that Brad is a father.
Almost being the key word.
What do we do with the rest of it?
We bury it.
Keep up to date with The Young and the Restless. Weeknights at 11 on SoapNet.
Still, how does Tidy Cats litter work?
Well, each granule is formulated to absorb quickly and lock in odor better than ever.
So can I invite some friends?
Yes.
Tidy Cats. Multiple strengths for multiple cats.
Working late, giving you dry eyes. Introducing Visine Tears Lasting Relief. Its advanced dry eye formula is made to stay on the eye longer for relief that lasts.
Finally.
New Visine Tears Lasting Relief.
Seriously, right.
Wow, look who's here.
I know, this time last month, I'd never have made it. But my doctor gave me a birth control pill called Yaz. I told her how I was an emotional wreck a week or so before my period. I thought I had PMS, so I tracked my symptoms, and my doctor told me that's not PMS, that's PMDD.
Unlike PMS, symptoms of PMDD are severe enough to actually interfere with your life.
It's on the Yaz website.
DRSP is a different kind of hormone that may increase potassium, so you shouldn't take Yaz if you have kidney, liver, or adrenal disease because this could cause serious heart and health problems. Tell your doctor if you're on daily long-term treatment for a chronic condition like cardiovascular disease or chronic inflammatory disease. The pill does not protect against HIV or STDs. Serious risks include blood clots, stroke, and heart attacks, so women, especially over 35, shouldn't smoke because it increases these risks.
Wow, you really know your stuff.
I didn't go to medical school for nothing.
Show off.
Seriously, track your symptoms, talk to your doctor, and ask if Yaz is right for you.
We're at Westminster Market to see how our best spray and wash formula works on tough stains.
You gotta have some stains if you're gonna work in a kitchen.
You hear about that volcano, Ketchup-a-Katoa? It's like, whoa, hell! New spray and wash now has Resolve Power, so it removes tough stains the first time, guaranteed. And take a look.
That's amazing. The stain's gone. I can't believe you got it out.
It's an amazing product. Trust Spray and Wash. Forget stains.
Now, you listen to me. You have two choices. You can cut it out and I'll stay till closing, or you keep it up and I'll walk out of here right now, one way or another. You've only got those choices.
But you're wrong. Nothing you're saying's making sense. Alexei Bartova's Crystal Palace. What are you talking about?
Jack, what am I talking about?
Monte Carlo room.
Why are you here?
Right, and the Monte Carlo room is probably just the tip of the iceberg.
Meaning what?
Joe probably has a lot of irons in the fire, uses the Crystal Palace to cover him. He wouldn't know anything about it till the police come
Will you
and then...
stay out of this, please? If here's a paying customer, go eat or something. Otherwise, just leave. And take your jacket. Bobby. Come on, let's go in the office and finish this discussion. Okay?
No.
Where is my jacket, Dee?
You said some terrible things to me tonight. You said I have no standards, no self-respect. You said I was sick and that I don't love Maeve and Johnny anymore. I'm willing to forget
I
this.
said you're choosing Joe Novak over the Ryans as long as you choose to work at this place. Now, will you try to remember that?
You do nothing but cause me trouble. Working here, you are a pain. As a brother-in-law, you are nice maybe 5 minutes out of the year. Well, you got some problem with Joe, so he frames you or something. So now the whole world's on Jack's side. Poor Jack. Poor Jack's in pain. Well, let's show Jack how much we care. Let's just sell our Crystal Palace. Let's just quit our career to show Jack how loyal we are, huh? Well, what about me?
All right, I'm getting out of here.
See what... Bobby, will you wait? Bobby, don't leave me, please. I feel like when Mama died. I'm not saying that to make you feel guilty. I mean it. I'm afraid to be alone.
Joe will take care of you.
Cut it out. And come on, he's not a criminal, not really. And if he really were, and if you left, then who would protect me?
Dee, it's not too late now. Come with me.
How? I've invested everything here.
All right, Jack. I'll see you later.
This is your fault. You know that?
You gonna tell me where my jacket is, Dee?
It's in the office. You ought to be sorry.
Always nice talking with you, Dee.
Excuse me.
Oh, excuse me. Mr. Vartova.
You have a splendid memory for names.
Well, your name is so unusual. Did you want to see Joe?
If he's not too busy, please.
Well, I'm sure he never would be too busy to see you, but he's left for the evening.
Really?
Did you have an appointment or something?
No. I was expected elsewhere myself, but my meeting was canceled. Would I find Joe upstairs?
No, he's doing, No, I don't know what he's doing, but I hope it's fun. You see, I gave him the night off because he's been through so much lately.
Did he say when he'd be back?
No, not a word. Early, late, I have no idea.
In that case, perhaps I will stay for a glass of wine, and maybe he will turn up.
Oh, sure.
Thank you, Mendenhall.
Very welcome.
When may I begin to catalog your collection?
As soon as you find it convenient to do so.
Tomorrow. Tonight.
I thought perhaps you might find it necessary to return to Luxor.
No. My affairs are in reasonable order. My associate and my secretary can handle closing down our most recent project. My collection is even packed and ready for shipment. It's been in Berlin for the last 6 months. I don't like leaving it in the house when I'm in the field. On the other hand, I don't like to be separated from it either.
Then you really are ready to begin immediately.
I am. And it's impossible to adequately express my thanks to both of you. Above and beyond the opportunity of opening the mortuary shrine of Marit Kara, to have a permanent base as curator of a small, prestigious museum completely compatible with my own tastes and interests, it's extraordinary.
It's clearly one of those rare occasions when the interests of both parties are perfectly served.
I'll draw up the contract right away. We haven't had any discussion about compensation for Ari or even a small budget for the museum.
We both know the general range of salary that's appropriate. Tell Jillian what you require. Be generous with yourself. As for funds to establish and maintain the museum, I've done preliminary work on that. We'll sit together one day this week.
Excellent. You know, if I could have told myself before this evening that to open the shrine, catalog its contents, and find myself in physical contact with Marit Kara, that would have meant total fulfillment professionally and personally. But now...
The idea of a permanent Marit Kara collection, well, you find that tremendously exciting, don't you?
The material in my possession is marvelous. Add to that the artifacts of Marit Kara assembled by Walter and Spencer Smith, with the mortuary shrine at the center of the collection, and you have a breathtaking memorial to our queen. And to you.
It's slightly ironic that after death I shall be in complete relationship to Marit Kara after spending most of the years of my life trying to avoid her.
May I ask you a question?
Certainly.
Your father is the collector of record of 3 important pieces of jewelry associated with Marit Kara. This necklace, I believe, is one of them.
Yes.
There are also several faience plates in the collection, some minor statuary, and 2 major pieces. A sphinx and a funerary image of Marit Kara as Hathor, the face of which has unfortunately sustained considerable damage.
You are astonishingly well informed.
And I believe that you yourself have also collected a number of
I have never
items
actively participated in anything relating to Marit Kara. The material you mentioned found its way to me.
May I ask where it is now? There's nothing on display that relates to the 19th dynasty. There's not a suggestion of Marit Kara's presence anywhere. Is one to assume that the collection of those artifacts has been stored with the mortuary shrine?
No. Shortly after my father's death, I caused his Marit Kara collection to be carefully packed and put away in the storage rooms which comprise the entire basement level of this house. The items which came to me separately are also stored there. Excuse me a moment, please. Mendenhall.
Yes, Miss Smith.
It's obvious what your next question will be.
I have the impression that it's premature.
Yes, sir. Take care of it right away.
I'd be both surprised and disappointed if you did not want to know the whereabouts of the shrine itself. But I must ask for your indulgence for a few more days.
Of course. We do not as yet have a formal agreement.
Our agreement is quite firm. Be at peace about that. It's just that I find it necessary to take one slow step at a time.
I understand.
I won't cork off without telling you where it is. You have my word.
I'll hold you to that.
May I ask why the necklace isn't put away as well?
It has been. I brought it out for 2 reasons. First, because I thought it would amuse and interest you. Secondly, to give myself a little test, which I reasonably passed. It seems I can tolerate, if not enjoy, its presence.
But you cannot entertain the idea of opening the shrine before your death.
Absolutely not.
I wasn't trying to suggest otherwise. I'm impatient, of course, but I rather dislike the idea of
Looking forward eagerly to my demise?
Exactly.
I unconditionally absolve you from any guilt on that score. Ah, Mendenhall.
Here, sir?
Yes, please. Thank you so much. This is a small clay cup bearing the cartouche of Marit Carrà. It's a simple piece, but nicely turned. Undoubtedly belonged to her household. I haven't looked at it in years. And I will not now.
Are you all right?
It's been a long and exciting evening, my dear. If you'll both excuse me, I think I'll go up to bed now. Please, finish the champagne, enjoy the cup, and ring for Mendenhall if there's anything you need. Good night, my dear.
Good night. Sleep well.
Good night, Harry.
Sleep well, Spencer.
He was frightened.
I think I know what's happening. There's an energy, a presence associated with Marit Carrà. I feel it all the time. But I experience it as excitement and stimulation. It's a source of strength. But Spencer is experiencing it through the deaths of his father and his father's secretary. And it translates as fear. Are you afraid?
No.
I didn't think so.
Will you show me the cup?
When everyone else
Who are you? Whoever you want me to be.
has everything they want,
Come on, let's go.
do you fit in?
Welcome to the dark side.
Or do you fight?
You know what I like about rich kids? Nothing.
Every weekday at 6.
Come on!
SoapNet brings you back to the OC.
Think I could get in less trouble where I'm from.
You have no idea.
Pretty people, pretty messed up.
My mom ditched me. I burned your wife's house down. How is this gonna be okay?
The OC, weekdays at 6, only on SoapNet.
A tycoon and a good Samaritan.
I can help you.
A cop and an ex-con.
Decide to keep me company?
A mobster and a computer geek.
You don't have to go through this alone.
Think these oddball pairs are fun? How about a dishwasher and a rat? Cooking up comedy in a gourmet restaurant.
Together, we can be the greatest chef in Paris.
Catch all the unlikely friendships on AMC, One Life, and GH. Weekdays on ABC and weeknights on SoapNet. And don't miss Disney Pixar's Ratatouille starting June 29.
When the IRS levied my business and personal accounts, I didn't know where to turn. My CPA recommended American Tax Relief.
Thousands of honest, hardworking Americans have turned to American Tax Relief. Good people, just like you, whose circumstances left them owing taxes they couldn't pay. People like the Clarks, who, due to illness and family emergencies, owed the IRS $30,000.
American Tax Relief got them to accept a fraction of what we owed.
And they let us keep our home.
If you owe over $10,000 to the IRS or state, call American Tax Relief for a free consultation. Find out how they can help you settle for less than you owe.
You wouldn't think of going to court without a lawyer. Why would you deal with the IRS alone?
I thought I was going to lose my business, but American Tax Relief got me a second chance.
Look, the IRS is offering you a one-time opportunity to settle your debt. This is your 1 second chance. Use it well.
Call 1-800-643-0636 for your free consultation. Call 1-800-643-0636 and settle for less.
Stay tuned for an exciting money-making opportunity from SMC. Would you like to make more money, set your own hours, and spend more time with your family? Well, now you can with SMC.
It's amazing, I mean, to go to the mailbox and you get $10,000, $50,000 checks.
I was buried in debt, and I was sitting around one day and I saw an SMC commercial. I felt confident that this would work. My best year gross, I did about $350,000. I was making more money than I ever made in my life.
SMC supports its members with a huge warehouse stocked with thousands of products that you can sell for profits of up to 300% and more. Call right now to request your free information packet. And remember to ask your operator how you can jumpstart your business with $100 worth of free SMC merchandise.
Just pick up the phone and call this toll-free number now. Remember, you have absolutely nothing to lose and everything to gain.
For some mothers,
Hi, honey.
meddling is a habit.
You look like you're asking for it. I am asking for it.
For Daphne,
Just don't do that very loud, nervous laugh.
it's an art.
You're fixating on her to avoid this very big birthday you have coming up.
But this spring,
Adult friend finder.
she's discovering
Oh, baby.
the joy of letting go.
Hello? Go!
Because I Said So. Now playing on DirecTV pay-per-view.
How marvelous. Whew. That a little cup of clay has survived over 3,000 years.
Are you troubled by it?
Oh, no, no, on the contrary. I find it very moving, really. It seems so vulnerable. Piece of pottery thrown by whose hand on what wheel? And is this our last connection to it?
You are a remarkably sensitive woman. And it occurs to me that I know next to nothing about you.
While I know almost everything about you. How unfair.
Are you married?
No,
Are you otherwise committed to someone?
no.
Small hesitation there.
Well, there is someone to whom I have a special interest.
Would that preclude my offering you an invitation? As part of the museum conference which provided me with an excuse to come to New York, there's to be a ball, a fundraiser for the museum.
An Egyptian ball, if I am not mistaken.
Oh, you know about it?
Yes, my father was on the board of the museum for many years. That's how he first met Spencer. My brother, sister, and I are friends of the museum, which means we are sustaining members.
Do you have an escort for the ball?
No.
Will you come with me? A friendly persona at my side will be very helpful in a room full of strangers. And in return, I'll do my very best to provide you with an interesting evening.
Yes, I have no doubt about that. And I accept with pleasure. So, to the Egyptian ball, to the Smith Museum, and to Marie Carrà.
An appropriate conclusion to an astonishing evening. I feel as if I'm on the brink of the most significant event of my life.
Next, it's shocking secrets in Salem on Days. Then catch the latest scandals on AMC. Later, things are heating up on One Life on SoapNet. Happily ever after.
Hope is the only woman I've ever loved, and I'm gonna spend the rest of my life with her.
Don't think so.
Will you kindly take these handcuffs off me so that I can go get married? We are not gonna let Philip take your little girl away.
In Salem, love isn't always a fairy tale.
And never, ever giving up on you.
Days of Our Lives, next on SoapNet.
Remember our deal. Either you seduce Lulu, someplace where I can watch, or you don't get to sleep with me.
You want to watch us?
I want to know what's more important to you, your brother or your family.
You come anywhere near my family again, I will rip your heart out.
It's true. Jake Spencer is my son.
There is no baby. Jake is gone.
You said you witnessed a crime. I want to know what it was.
Watch General Hospital tonight at 10 on SoapNet.
Watch this.
I dropped a dress size every 2 weeks and went from a size 20 to a size 10. I tried dozens of diets, but Medifast was the only one that I could actually stick with, and I lost 57 pounds doing it. I feel awesome.
Medifast. Clinically proven to take the weight off. 2 to 5 pounds a week.
I tried every diet under the sun, and only with Medifast did my cravings stop, and I lost 85 pounds. You never get hungry because you eat a balanced meal 6 times a day.
You too can look better, feel better, and be healthier. With over 50 meals to choose from, you will never get bored with the same old meal options. And with the Lean and Green Meal, you and your family can all sit down together for a healthy dinner. With your first 4-week order, you receive 1 week of food free. 5 weeks for the price of 4. And we pay the shipping. If you are not completely satisfied with your results in the first 30 days, simply return the unused portion for a full refund. No questions asked. Call the number on your screen.
Joe? Yeah, come on in.
Look, I just saw what I told you. You gotta get out of here. Get over by Joey.
I was on my way out.
Shut up, both of you. Don't move and don't talk unless I tell you. Where'd you see Mr. Vartova?
His car broke down. He was stuck.
You liar. I'll kill you, Finelli. I just as soon. Now, where'd you see him?
Crystal Palace.
Good. Then he's real close to home.
Nick, I can make this worth your while.
That's right. You were saying?
Take care of all your debts. $50,000. And a year's vacation.
Sounds good to me. I may take you up on it. Of course, I gotta ask Mr. Vartova first. I think he'll be real happy. Joey, the son and heir he always wanted.
No, don't!
Will love conquer all? Or are the residents of Salem destined to be miserable? Find out who's pursuing who and who's left brokenhearted. Days of Our Lives, next on SoapNet.
I wouldn't try anything.